right now we are painting the trim in the light room, and let me tell you guys, there's a lot of trim. There's a lot of prep work. Originally, we were actually not planning on painting the trim, but we did such a good job on the rest of the house, and let's go ahead and do it right. Let me show you real quick. Talk about white spots. We've already prepped all the trim, we've sanded it down, we've taped it off, now we're in the painting process. And let me show you why we really want to paint this room. Look at that. That looks terrible. That's where you can see where they just did like one coat. And if you look at the shiplap, there's some depth to it. So we're hoping we got a thick enough roller to be able to fit in those gaps. We got like an 1.25 inch nap that we're hoping will just kind of fit in those little edges in there to be able to paint everything white so we don't have to do it all by brush, because this is a big room to do all by hand. We're gonna go ahead and finish up the trim first, give it a day or two so we can tape the trim up. Then we're gonna try to hopefully be able to roll these walls and ceilings with the thick roller, and then we'll be done painting for now. Come here real quick. I gotta show something first. Give you some motivation.
Thank you. That's a cutie.
How bright is this? Ooh.
Nice.
It's like a goblet. Honestly, it looks really good. I'm really impressed with it. Lots of light. Double thumbs up. All right, so just got off work. Ksenia's been off work all day. She took the week off work. We were able to for vacation. She's been working hard on something. I haven't showed you guys what this house looks like with a little bit of furniture, but I think you guys will approve. It looks really good with that 4-hands furniture that we have. So, but I'll show you guys later. This is a little sneak peek. Cold brew.
Yummy, 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 yummy. Yeah.
All right, let's see. What are you up to?
Painting the stairs. The bricks.
Wow. Wow. That looks really good. So what are we using right now, babe?
Luxone concrete and masonry primer sealer. Here you go.
We're using Luxon. It's more of a prep primer for exterior brick paints. You can use it on concrete as well too. These at one time were exterior bricks. This was an add-on to the house at one point, which is now the sunroom. We're gonna paint the wall soon. You saw earlier in this video that we painted the trim. So we figured, you know, we have a day or so before we can paint the wall. So let's go ahead and tackle the steps. And the steps, the reason why we wanted to tackle them is that they're really rough to walk on. And so you're walking in the house with no shoes on. Well, you're barefoot on these, and I mean, they don't really feel too good. And so we decided to go ahead and paint them. Figured it would kind of smooth it out just a little bit. So we're gonna prep it with the Luxon first. And the next product of choice is gonna be Sherwin-Williams Armor Seal Tread Plex. Basically, you can put it on any surface that you walk on, your garage, concrete, you name it. So you can tint it to whatever color you would like as well too. So we ended up going with Snowbound because Ksenia wanted to change up from alabaster white to a different white, which looks exactly the same. All right, so we got one problem up here. You know what that problem is? It's really dark out here. So basically I'm gonna install the vanity upstairs so we finally have light. Oh wow. So that took a long time just because there were so many little glass chandelier ball things like that install all the way around the rims. But it came out really nice. It's super bright in this hallway upstairs now, but before it was like a real cheap little light and it was a small little bulb. So it was super dark up in this upstairs area, but look at it now, guys. It looks really good. It looks really rich, looks really vintage. One big thing was I was trying to make sure that we didn't get a wide enough chandelier that the attic door would actually hit the chandelier coming down. So it's perfect size. It's not too low. Hangs down just enough, and it looks grand, guys. So we did the first coat of this Luxon prep for the stairs. It says you're supposed to let it dry for about 3 hours before you paint it, so it's getting late. I think we're gonna call it a day and then come back tomorrow, and we are going to paint the steps, which already looks painted, but we're gonna do one more coat of the actual like tread paint, and then we're gonna paint the whole entire sunroom
in your favorite color.
Alabaster white. See you guys tomorrow. So I haven't really been giving you guys an update of what we've been going through for the past week after the tornado happened. We haven't really gotten a whole lot done with protecting the roof at all, like with the shrink wrap or the tarping situation, because our insurance is giving us a lot of kickback. We had the field adjuster come out last Saturday. He inspected the house. He said the rooftop was a total loss, so we should be getting a full replacement. It takes about 6 months for the clay tile to come in before they can even start working and repairing the roof. So a tarp is not going to provide enough coverage for that long of time to be able to protect the house from getting any water damage or any rain damage. The shrink wrap will basically protect the roof 100% for up to a year. It's what they use in hurricanes. The insurance company said that they will not do the shrink wrap. It costs too much money. They will only do tarping. So we're fighting back and forth between them. So hopefully we'll get the house shrink wrapped, at least the ceiling, so we can get adequate protection. So all of our paint work won't be for nothing. So back inside the house, I'll show you a little bit of update. So since we are painting the light room, where we had all of our furniture at, we decided to go ahead and move some of the furniture into its final resting place. Here's the update so far. So we put the media stand over here. It's kind of a mess, kind of dirty, but we're still working. So here's how the living room is looking at this time. Here's my office setup. I'm excited to start working from this office pretty soon. In the kitchen, here's how the kitchen's looking. Ksenia and her curtains. Oh, I forgot to point that out. Ksenia's been obsessing over about all these curtains, which curtains to go with this whole time. And here's the kitchen at this point. A little update. Let me turn some lights on. So we changed out all the little handles out. Some brass ones look so much better than the dark black ones that we had before. These guys kind of brightens up and uplifts the kitchen a little bit. Gives it more of a Gatsby vibe. And as you guys saw earlier, there's a little chandelier I hung, and yeah, here's the other room. And here's today's agenda. We're gonna finish these stairs today, and we're gonna finally paint the light room. So enough talk, let's begin. Real quick guys, look at the difference. So I painted on this side, but I had not painted that side yet. So look at that, no little yellow antique white peeking through the cracks anymore compared to the side I have not painted yet. I mean, look at that, night and day difference. We just got one of the best phone calls I received all week. It was from the insurance company. They approved the shrink wrap. We're glad to have that, so they should be coming from Florida, be here in about 2-3 days. Shrink wrap the roof, that way for the next 6 to 7 months, however long it takes for the tile to come in, we will have protection from the rain, wind. Who else knows what Oklahoma is gonna bring us? So I'm gonna go to Sherwin-Williams again, grab some more paint, and then we will finish this room, and it's looking good already, guys. So I'm happy, really happy now. I'm not bummed out. So to go ahead and wrap up this video, I will update you guys on what we've been up to over the last few days. First things first, the air conditioner went out again. So earlier I updated you guys that the furnace went out, and we suspected it might be the control board on the furnace itself. We didn't do anything about it because the air conditioner still worked. Well, 2 weeks ago, the air conditioner stopped working as well too. The AC condenser outside kept on working, but the furnace where it circulated the air throughout the house stopped working. So I contacted one of my good friends who is actually opening up his own HVAC business soon. I can put his contact details above because they did exceptional work. I called him up yesterday morning and he said he would come out that evening. He came out at 8 p.m. at night. We diagnosed what the problem was, which it was the board. And at that point, he got a new board the next day, came the following evening, and it was done. Less than 24 hours, my air conditioner was fixed. So we fixed that. Another thing we did was I finally finished hanging up all of the light vanities throughout the house. And this one I wasn't really sure about when we first bought it because Ksenia really liked it. It has more of a vintage glass kind of look to it. And you know, once I hung it, I really like it. It looks really good because it transitions from the light room to the other part, I guess the other house per se, like this kind of gray room, dining room into the kitchen. It looks really good. I really like it. Fits the style of the house, has a nice vintage look to it. Another thing Ksenia's really been working on is her powder room, and I'll show you some updates right here. She went ahead and painted the whole room. She hung some vintage pictures that she got from some consignment stores, and just a few little odds and ends that she's added in. So that's been her main project that she's been focusing on. I've had to clean up a lot of the glass in the backyard because a lot of our storm windows fell off after the tornado. That way the dogs can come out here and not really cut their feet out there, because we don't want that to happen. We have enough problems as it is right now. Also, since we're gonna be moving in this weekend in 2 days, I figured I need to go ahead and put some rods up. So we already painted the closet upstairs, and we still need to buy the closet doors. We haven't done that yet. I went ahead and cut some raw wood curtain rods. I really like the look of it, especially on alabaster white. It looks really good with the trim. So here's what the closet looks like. I know small closets, but 100 years ago, they didn't really have big closets back then. So that's where we're sitting at right now, guys. We're about to move in. Actually, this weekend, we're gonna move in. So we're gonna move in all weekend, and then I will give you guys an update what it looks like initially when we first move in. The house is not done yet. There's lots of little tedious jobs, like painting some of the interior doors, exterior doors. We still have to finish the garage, because the garage still is a 2-car garage with a post in the middle. So we still got to do that job as well too. Already ordered the garage doors. We're just waiting for them to come in, then we will get that updated. But it's a marathon at this point. All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please like the video. It really helps out a lot. Comment below what you think about the progress of the house, what you think of the house, and then I will see you guys in the next one.